Hi, I'm Samantha and I'm going to show you some quick and easy ways that you can boost your energy levels throughout your working day. My favourite way of boosting energy levels throughout the day when we're working from home is called piston breathing. And for this, we take a big breath into the abdomen like we're inflating a balloon inside our belly. And then we push all of the air out through our nostrils. When we start to do that, we pulse through the abdomen at the same time. It looks like this. You can do that as many times as you need to be able to boost your energy. You may find that you get a little bit lightheaded the first couple of times you try it, so make sure to try it seated initially, and then you can take it to kneeling or standing. This is a yogic technique for building what they call fire within the abdomen, which basically means igniting our internal energy levels. So it's a really nice way to wake ourselves up throughout the day. When we spend too much time in the same position, it can also impact our energy levels. So mobilizing our spine, our pelvis, and our shoulders can be really beneficial in building up our energy. A nice one to do here is called a knee drop. So if we come down onto our backs and we take our knees just a bit wider than hip distance apart and allow our hands to just rest by our sides. Again, we're going to take an inhalation into the abdomen. As we exhale, we're just going to drop both knees over to one side. As we inhale, we're going to come back to center. And as we exhale, we're going to drop to the other side. And this helps to open up our hips, our pelvis, and our spine. There's no set number of sets or reps to do on this. I'd say start with 8 each side and then keep going for as long as you feel you need to. Wood chops are really helpful for boosting energy, and we can do these standing or we can do them seated. Today I'm going to show you the seated version. So we're going to start by interlacing the fingers, reach up as we inhale. We're going to exhale, fold forwards until you've completely exhaled. As we inhale, we come back up, fill the abdomen again, and as we exhale, let's flop forwards again. 3 to 5 of these is normally enough to lift our energy levels a bit, but if you want to do more, feel free to. I'd say doing these more frequently is probably better than doing lots of them at once. So doing them before work, on your lunch break, and at the end of the day can really help boost your energy. So when we're at work, sometimes we can start to lose our energy when we've been sitting at a desk all day. When we're sitting at a desk, quite often our shoulders will start to roll in, our necks will get tight, and we might end up a bit slouched, where we're at a screen constantly. One of the things we can do to counteract this is a nice big chest stretch. So we can bring our hands into the small of the back, draw the shoulder blades towards each other and down away from the ears, and then squeeze the elbows together. From here, we can just breathe, take some nice big breaths, opening up through the collarbone and drawing those shoulders down away from the ears. And we can hold this for anything from 30 seconds to 2 minutes, depending on how tight we are. And this can be done up to 3 to 5 times a day. The human body is designed a bit like a car battery in that when it moves, it charges up energy. So when we're trying to build our energy throughout the day, we need to have some kind of movement. And as much as a lot of us can't get away from our desks throughout the working day, there's still a lot that we can do at our desks to be able to build up our energy by moving. We can sit in different positions for a start. So we might want to sit in your kind of standard chair position here. We might want to, if we feel quite comfortable in the office, slip our shoes off and come to a comfortable cross-leg position. We might even want to sit with one knee up, one knee down. There's no correct position to sit in, but if we move around and change our positions on a regular basis, it can be really beneficial to the body. If you've got the luxury of a standing desk in your office, this also gives you a great option to be able to move around more throughout the day. You can spend some time standing, sometimes seated, and move around a lot more than you'd be able to otherwise. When it comes to boosting our energy, getting outdoors can be really beneficial. We get daylight, we get fresh air, and if we want to move our bodies outdoors as well, then we get even more benefits. One of the best exercises that we can do outdoors is something simple like a breathing squat. Now, provided you're comfortable with this and you don't have any joint issues, a breathing squat can be great at helping us breathe in new air and also to help build up the energy within the body itself, which then helps our brain have a bit more energy too. With a breathing squat, we take some deep abdominal breaths, and then as we naturally inhale, we squat down to whichever level you want to go to. And as we exhale, we stand back up. The whole point of this is that the movement matches the breath, not the other way around. And this helps keep us in that low stress side of our nervous system. You can adjust the squat however you want to. If you're like me and you're more comfortable with a wide squat, then you can take your feet out. We want the knees to come out over the little toes. But you can have your feet pretty much wherever you want, as long as your knees follow your feet. All we need to do is as many as you feel comfortable with. Most of the time this will be somewhere between about 8 and 20 repetitions, but if your body starts telling you that it's had enough and it's bored, then feel free to move on. That's the great thing about these exercises, is you don't have to do a certain number of reps and sets like you do with a workout.